What's up, Hokie Nation? And welcome into another Brent Pry press conference breakdown as Virginia Tech looks to win its second consecutive contest on Thursday when it plays host to Boston College inside Lane Stadium. Now, obviously, the Hokies and Eagles have quite a bit of history on Thursday nights. All time in the series, both sides are tied at 3 in the series history. So Brent Pry, naturally a baseball reference, called it the rubber match. Here's Pry on the history with the Eagles and the importance of Thursday night football in Blacksburg.
We did talk a lot about the tradition and the rivalry with BC. It's been a lot of good games. They have fielded some really good teams. My first game as a Virginia Tech Hokie in 1995 was against Boston College here at home. We showed some clips, Pearson Prelo, Goove, Xavier, all these guys we got on staff have made plays, J.C. Price against this group. So we pulled up some of that old film and, just to make sure they understand, this is a big game, particularly Thursday night here at home.
So speaking of big games, clearly the fan base agrees. Virginia Tech and Boston College is sold out on Thursday night. It is the first time Virginia Tech has sold out all of its home games since 2012. What does that say about the fan base in Blacksburg? Here's Pry.
Yeah, it's a testament to our fan base. I think they believe in what we're doing. They're excited about the product we're putting on the field. And, obviously everybody wants to win every one of them. But I think they see the needle moving in the right direction. They appreciate transparency. They're hungry to have a winning team back in that stadium and, to do big things. And we need them. And we're super appreciative as coaches and players of what they bring to our home, turf each and every time we get an opportunity to play in there. It's outstanding. And from the Hokie walk to the entrance to in-game, our student section, it's all of it. So, if I'm coming out and I'm a high school prospect, that's one of the things. There's a lot of, facilities and this and that, and now NIL is certainly part of it. But one of the things that you always wanted to do as a player was compete in front of a great crowd, a passionate crowd, and we certainly have that here at Virginia Tech.
Now, looking at the Eagles on the field, Boston College, just like Miami and Stanford, is pretty good at stopping the run. They're 25th nationally, so that should be a pretty good matchup between them and Bayshore-Tootin. Here's Pry on BC's defensive front and what makes them so good.
Yeah, they've been very physical defensively. I think their front seven. They've got good linebacker play right now. They got a stout D-line. They've got a very active edge rusher. To be honest, throw game, he's been exceptional, but he makes plays in the run game. Makes guys miss, minus yardage plays. And then they've got a safety, number 20, that runs around and is an extra hat in the run game. So I think they're sound. I think they're physical. They tackle well. It'll be challenging. I think as much as we respected Stanford's run defense, this group is, as good or better.
So who is that active edge rusher that Pry continues to talk about? Well, it's Donovan Ezeraku, a guy who is second in the nation in sacks with 9 so far on the season. So how does Pry view that matchup against a guy like likely Xavier Chaplin? And if it is against Chaplin, how ready is he for the challenge? Let's see.
Yeah, I've been pleased with Xavier. He's a smart guy. He practices hard every day. He's talented. He missed the ball game earlier in the year and, bounced back pretty well from that, I thought. He's, to me, he's one of those guys. I like what he brings in the run game, and I like what he brings in the throw game. It'll be a good matchup. 6 for them is certainly talented. He's made plays against good tackles, not just this year, but in the previous years. So he's a proven guy that I would think will play at the next level, and so it's a good test for Xavier or Parker, wherever he is.
Now, flipping to the offensive side of the ball, Boston College does return longtime starting quarterback Thomas Castellanos. Now, he has been a proven rusher over the years. He hasn't exactly been that this year. Now, he is banged up, but does Pry notice any differences with the way he plays this year? Here we go.
Yeah, I think there's some more efficient throws in the plan for him. There's more quick game. A lot of crossers and mesh and, kind of good, clean, quick reads. And, it feels like sometimes it's, hey, if this first read's not there, then, go ahead and do something with the football. But he's got a good supporting cast. They're utilizing their tight ends well. Those guys have made some plays at critical times. They're getting the backs out of the backfield more. Those are efficient throws generally to those guys. And he's a veteran quarterback. This guy's experienced now, and I think he's making pretty good decisions. He's had some tip balls and things like that ended up in interceptions, but I think he's playing better ball right now.
Now, looking at who Castellanos and the Eagles will be matched up against, well, you look at a guy like Aeneas Peebles, and as our own David Cunningham pointed out in the presser this week, he has not only a tackle for loss, but a sack in each of the last 2 games. How impactful has the Duke transfer been for the Hokies as of late? Let's see.
Yeah, I think what you said, I think he's made some impact plays. He's played pretty well all year, but, those signature plays that, really impact a series and can stop a drive. That's been the noticeable difference to me the last couple of weeks. He practices really hard. He practices well. Again, here's a guy that, first year playing in our system and our structure. And, I think, he's excited about the back half of the season that he can have. I think he's feeling more and more comfortable.
Now, just a couple of injury notes before we wrap it up. Laith Ganem, offensive lineman, is still non-contact, but is on his way back. So I don't know if we'll see him on Thursday, but some good signs there for Ganem for sure. And then with PJ Prelo being sidelined for the time being, Jeremiah Coney is now the third running back, and Thomas Williams is now the starting kick returner. Virginia Tech, Boston College, Thursday night in Lane Stadium, 7:30 on ESPN. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you later this week.